Welcome everyone in the last lecture on the moment generating function. Here in previous lecture we have discussed what is moment generating function. In next lecture we discussed two problems on the discrete random variable. In this lecture I am going to discuss one problem on the continuous random variable. So for a random variable x has a probability density function as follows, like this. So this is my probability density function. Find moment generating function and hence find the moments and mean and the variance. Okay. Now first thing is, in previous lecture in these two in last two problems, in one problem we calculated a moment generating function about origin, and in second problem we calculated a moment about the mean. So when is to be calculated about mean and when is to be calculated about origin? The case is, whenever I have to find out the mean and the variance, it is better to calculate it about origin. Okay. And for central and the raw, whenever you require central moments or some raw moments in your problem, then only you can go for the calculating as per the requirements. So if it is a raw moment, then you must then for that raw moment they must provide you the value of a. Okay, they will provide you the value of a. If they want the central moments, then instead of a you can substitute the x bar, like as this problem. Here we require the central moment, so we calculated ma of t at a equals to x bar. So this is based on the problem to problem, whether you have to calculate a moment generating function about origin or any point or at a central moment. Okay, as I have to calculate mean and the variance, here I will calculate moment generating function about origin. So m naught of t is equal to this. As this is a continuous random variable problem, integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, f of x into e raised to tx dx. Okay, but here you can see your f of x is this value when x is greater than 0, and it is 0 when x is less than or equal to 0. Hence I will divide this interval minus infinity to infinity into two parts. One is from infinity to 0 and second from 0 to infinity. But for minus infinity to 0, the value of f of x is 0. So there is no need to consider this one. Only to consider 0 to infinity. So integration from 0 to infinity, the value of f of x is 2 times e raised to minus 2x into e raised to tx dx. So this is integration from 0 to infinity, 2 times e raised to t minus 2. Okay, I'll just make it e raised to minus, and I'm taking common, 2 minus t into x dx. The base is same, addition of the powers. I'll keep 2 outside. Integration from 0 to infinity, e raised to minus 2 minus t into x dx. Okay, now integrate it. We have 2 e raised to minus 2 minus t into x divided by minus 2 minus t, limits from 0 to infinity. So here we have minus 2 upon 2 minus t outside of the bracket. For upper limit infinity, this e raised to minus, this particular term becomes a 0, minus. For the lower limit, when I substitute x as 0, we have e raised to 0, that is 1. So minus and this minus become plus. We have 2 upon 2 minus t as the value of my m naught of t. Okay. Now to calculate the mean and the variance, we require the mu1 dash and mu2 dash. In this problem, it is better to calculate this mu1 dash and mu2 dash by expanding the moment generating function like this. So this is equal to, I am taking 2 common, 1 minus t by 2. So this 2 get cancelled. This is 1 minus t by 2 raised to minus 1. So we have 1 minus x raised to minus 1. This expansion is possible if 1 plus x square plus and so on like this. Okay. So hence this is equal to 1 plus t by 2 plus t square by 2 square plus t cube by 2 cube plus and so on. Okay. See, but moments are nothing but coefficients of t raised to r upon r factorial. So I need to adjust r factorial in each term. Here there is no need to adjust it, 1 as it is. Here I need to adjust 1 factorial. So 1 factorial upon 2 into t upon 1 factorial. Here I need to adjust 2 factorial, hence 2 factorial upon 2 cube into t square upon 2 factorial plus 3 factorial upon 2 cube into t cube upon 3 factorial plus and so on. This is how we adjusted t raised to r upon r factorial in each term. Mu1 dash is nothing but t raised to 1 upon 1 factorial coefficient. So that is nothing but here 1 factorial upon 2, that is 1 by 2. Mu2 dash is nothing but coefficient of t square upon 2 factorial. So t square upon 2 factorial coefficient is 2 factorial upon 2 cube. That is 2 upon 2 cube, that is 1 by 4. Hence mean is equal to E of x is nothing but mu1 dash is 1 by 2. And to get the variance, we have mu2 dash minus mu1 dash square. So this is 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4. So just a minute, I made a small mistake there. Okay, here it is 2 square. Okay, so hence this is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. Okay, so 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 is 1 by 4. So the expected variance is the 1 by 4. So this is how one can calculate the moment generating function, and using it one can calculate the moments of different orders. Okay, so this is usually a question in the university examination. So I suggest you to go through with this particular chapter and try to solve as much as possible questions which makes you perfect in this particular one. Thank you.